Aurora, a wealthy heiress, publicly proposed to Asher, a young fisherman. Without even thinking, he rejected her proposal. To prove that she was serious, Aurora suddenly kissed him. But there was actually a reason behind everything. She wanted to teach her cruel family a lesson. Her stepmother was greedy for Aurora's inheritance and wanted to force her to marry a 60-year-old man. Meanwhile, her stepsister was engaged to the son of the richest man in the city. But Aurora suddenly discovered that the young man wasn't actually the rich man's biological son. The real son was none other than Asher, the young fisherman. Aurora immediately went looking for him. Asher thought she was just playing with him. Aurora took out $200,000 and placed it in front of him as the marriage dowry. When Asher remembered that his grandmother urgently needed surgery, he agreed. But Aurora never imagined that Asher would feel guilty for taking advantage of her. Because of that guilt, he sold his blood to buy her a ring. Not only that, Asher swore in God's name that if he ever betrayed Aurora, he would go straight to hell. Hearing those words brought tears to Aurora's eyes. In 20 years, no one had ever treated her with that much genuine affection. She immediately decided to take Asher home with her. Just then, her brother-in-law arrived at the house with expensive gifts. When Aurora's father heard that she had gotten married, he exploded in anger and demanded that Asher pay a dowry. Her brother-in-law pretended to be kind and offered to help, but he had one condition. Aurora had to kneel in front of him and thank him. Asher was furious. He was about to stand up for Aurora, but she stopped him. She had prepared a huge surprise for her family. Aurora's stepsister assumed that she had finally given up. Feeling proud, she invited Aurora to her wedding. Aurora immediately accepted and walked away with Asher. The next day, when they arrived at the wedding, Aurora overheard her brother-in-law pressuring the wealthy businessman to hand over control of his company. Aurora immediately stepped forward. She raised Asher's hand and announced, "This man is the rich man's real son." Her brother-in-law went crazy with rage and ordered the bodyguards to attack them. Asher quickly stepped in front of Aurora to protect her. The man then ordered all the bodyguards to attack at once. But at that exact moment, the wealthy businessman shouted for them to stop. Her brother-in-law immediately panicked. Still, the businessman insisted on having a DNA test done. The results came back quickly. The moment her brother-in-law saw the report, he tore it into pieces. Aurora's stepsister screamed that the report was fake, but the businessman could no longer be stopped. He pulled Asher into his arms and embraced his long-lost son. And just as everyone was celebrating, Asher suddenly collapsed to the ground.